What is ESG? ESG, which stands for Environmental, Social and Governance, is a model of sustainable business development that is based on a responsible attitude towards the environment, high social responsibility, and good governance. There are three main components of ESG: environmental, social, and governance. We will explore what each one means. The first letter E in ESG signifies environment, serving as the primary pillar representing a company's dedication to the protection of environmental resources. In business, it's crucial to strike a balance between economic goals and environmental concerns when making decisions to ensure adoption of eco-friendly technologies and methods. This includes addressing climate change, reducing greenhouse emissions, preserving biodiversity, and promoting renewable energy sources. Moving on, the S in ESG addresses social factors, focusing on how an organization treats people. Examples include global and local community relations, customer satisfaction, working conditions, employees' relation and diversity, human rights, and labor standards. Next, governance factors examine and implement best practices in governance principles to ensure maintained compliance. Examples include corruption, whistleblower program, board diversity and structure, executive remuneration, tax strategy, and regulatory policies. Moving on to the implementation of ESG in Malaysia. In Malaysia, there is a big push to reach zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. This ambitious goal has led Malaysia to embrace ESG practices across all sectors of the Malaysian economy. The development of ESG in Malaysia is still in relatively early stages. However, the history of ESG in Malaysia began in 2006 when all companies were required to implement the Corporate Social Reporting (CSR) framework, an almost similar concept to ESG. Following that, the establishment of the Sustainability Framework in 2015 mandated ESG disclosures by firms, and the adoption of the Sustainability Development Goals in January 2016 further heightened ESG awareness and disclosures. In recent years, ESG has been incorporated into the 12th Malaysia Plan, which prioritizes sustainability as one of its three themes. ESG framework, called IESG, has been meticulously crafted by the Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry. It is to enhance ESG practices in the manufacturing sector. The framework will provide clear and consistent guidelines to facilitate industries in transitioning towards ESG compliance. Additionally, it seeks to evaluate the readiness of manufacturing companies, especially SMEs, towards embracing ESG principles. Lastly, IESG offers an estimation of annual GHG reduction. Furthermore, the IESG framework encompasses 4 pillars: standards, financing, capacity building, and market mechanism, along with 17 strategies and 50 deliverables. Notably, there are quite few renowned organizations in Malaysia who have successfully incorporated ESG in their business operations. To name a few: Telekom Malaysia, a Malaysia's telecommunication company which has embarked on a significant journey to underscore its commitments to ESG. The key targets within TM's Sustainability Master Plan include: first, reducing carbon emission to 45% by 2050. Second, adherence to ESG by 50% of its mid-tier supplier. Third, 30% women representation in board, and zero tolerance approach to all forms of corruption. When it comes to government agencies, SIRIM Malaysia has led the change towards a sustainable future. SIRIM since 2018 has formed a Greener SIRIM for Greener Malaysia Trust, which extends to every aspect of their operation. Projects under this trust include enhancing energy efficiency in processes, equipment, and facilities. During day-to-day activities, they ensure adherence to ISO 14001 and ISO 45001 standards. Additionally, they have formed a dedicated sustainability department aimed at fostering ESG principles and promoting a sustainable work culture. Also, EcoWorld Malaysia, which is a real estate developer company, continued elevating ESG practices in Malaysia through approaches such as conducted a carbon capture study for Eco Grandiose Landscaping. 200% of project sites have undergone high-right assessment. 3 fines on environmental regulations non-compliance.
What is the significance of ESG? Integrating environmental, social, and governance ESG criteria is crucial for industrial ecology and environmental health. The significance of ESG to industrial ecology is efficient resource usage, as the industry optimizes resource use, minimizing waste, and maximizing efficiency. Next, it will provide sustainable supply chains through sustainable and ethical material sourcing. Innovation. ESG drives innovation to reduce environmental footprint by pursuing new technologies and practices. Lastly, encourage collaboration and symbiosis. ESG fosters collaboration among industry to achieve sustainability goals where waste from one process become input for another. Next, the significance of ESG to environmental health are reduction of pollution, the provisions of safe working conditions, the increase in community health, and mitigations of climate change. This is all due to low emissions and pollutants from the industry that could lead to respiratory and cardiovascular illness from implementations of ESG. How do we move forward from here? The integration of ESG practices in Malaysia is progressing with increasing interest from both the government and industry. Firstly, policy coherence, such as a comprehensive national sustainable policy with clear implementation strategies, measurable goals, and timelines. Next, network cohesion. By linking institutions, industry, university, and civil society, it will enhance talent flow and create more opportunities for skill building and technological advancement. Lastly, ecosystem motivation. By implementing incentive and awareness programs to encourage sustainable practices among the industries and communities.
By embracing ESG, businesses can contribute positively to society and the environment, paving the way for Malaysia to a resilient, inclusive, and sustainable future. That's all from us. You can explore more videos on ESG by checking out our playlist.